Yes, here we go again. With another African man in 2013, the new beginning of Africa. I am E. Masiwa. We come to speak about the 10 Commandments. We come to bring clarification. Because the 10 Commandments is just some psychological directives that they want us to follow. What they did to us, they don't want us to do to them. So we come to speak, shed some clarification on the 10 Commandments. The first one is, you shall have no other gods. You shall have no other gods before me. Who they call me? It cannot be the Almighty they calling me. So they put me because they are directing the directives to them. We shall have no more gods but them. Because they put S on the gods, and God, they put S on God, so they say gods. So because they know that we are the gods of the earth, they change it around and say, we shall not have no more gods before me. And when black people are showing respect to the Almighty God, we don't say me. God is not a me. So they are talking themselves. They are talking themselves. So we must have that knowledge that we can't articulate those kind of directives to God. So they're talking themselves because we are the gods, And these directives of the 10 Commandments, we don't need a book or room to give us directives to follow. Because we were born from we were in our mother's womb. God articulate the principles of which we should live by. Because we were born perfect. We are gods. So we know that we are not supposed to have sex with our mother, our sister, violate our neighbor's wife, or any married woman. We born with that principle in us from in Africa. We have that royal principle that we honor another man's wife. We don't try to violate. We know those things, but today, when they take us as prisoners of slave back to the Western world, they take our language, they take our tongue. So by recalibrating our mind and our brain, where they brainwash us, they teach us on a lower frequency to think as savage as them. Yeah, they educate us lower and a lower frequency. But what they don't know that over the period of time when we come from under the colonization that colonized our mind, the principle that God did instill with us from in the womb is gonna rise. It's just a matter of time before we get back ourselves as gods. So when they're giving us these directives, it's just they're giving us these directives because they don't want us to do what they do to us. So we know that we are gods, and they were born as laborers of the earth. Our ancestors create them. Our great ancestors create them in the Egyptian pyramids. That's where our nation was created, in the Egyptian pyramid. Our ancestors are gods. So they don't want we to have, because remember, this directive, they said, you shall not have no other gods before me. So we know that they image themselves on the almanac as Jesus. That's the first initiative, and that's the first lie they tell, because they put it on the almanac. They are gods, and we used to honor. A lot of people go to the grave honoring the image on the almanac and think that they're gonna see this face in heaven, or think that the sky gonna burst with the same image coming back to save them. So that's the psychology behind these directives. Number 2, you shall not make for yourself an idol. Black people don't worship idol. I said we born with the principle of God. We are gods. So we know that we're not supposed to make idol and bow down before that. This is directives for people that don't develop in their capacity don't fully develop in their capacity. These directives are not for us. We have the principle, we have the knowledge that we're not supposed to bow down to idols. Even when Moses led the people from Pharaoh, and when the people are in the wilderness, Moses went to the mountain. When Moses went to the mountain, what did the same Romans them do? Influence the people to make an idol, a cow. And you can find that cow in New York, somewhere in New York there. So they make a false idol and tell the people to bow down to it because Moses is not coming back. Even, I'm not sure the idiotic capacity what they have. Even when they see the miracles of the Red Sea and Moses strike the rock water, Moses call on manna from heaven, they still come up with the ideology to make a cow to bow down and worship even when they see the miracle. These people are the trouble because they are not fully developed. Because nature don't recognize them. Nature is giving them cancer, nature is killing them. So they are imperfect of the earth. We were made perfect. So we know these directives. The directives that they try to instill within us, we already know them. But true, because they take our tongue and our language and articulated, recalibrate our mind on a lower frequency to think like them, we act in certain way. Number 3, you shall not misuse the name of the Lord your God. So they don't want to misuse God. They don't want us to use the power of God against them. They don't want us to pray against them. Don't misuse the name of God. So they don't want me to pray against them because they give us these directives in the Bible as well. We are not wrestle with flesh and blood, but spiritual wickedness in high and low places. That is totally madness. That is totally wrong. Because the first initiative of spiritual warfare is flesh. If a person is going to the Obeahman to work Obeah the next person, it's flesh. He have to take a shower, put on his clothes, jump in the car, and go to where the knowledge is, to where that person have that knowledge to remote spiritual wickedness to another person. So the first initiative is flesh. We are wrestling with flesh first. A car cannot drive without a body. Same with the spirit. The spirit cannot be remote without somebody giving the spirit commandment what to do. That's why they go in their ritualistic circle and practice. That's why they are taking our kids and killing them. Blood sacrifice, ritualistic powers to remote spirit. They are using spirit to assassinate us. So what is the first initiative? We have the power as gods to bind and destroy. We cannot destroy the spirit, you know. We cannot destroy. That's why when they give us the directives we are not wrestling the flesh, but spirit. So we fight against spirit. The church is fighting against spirit from decades and cannot win because the spirit is in the eternal. Spirit is eternal. We cannot kill spirit. So when you fight against, they want us to fight against spirit. You're gonna fight till you die, and you still can overcome the spirit because the spirit is in eternal. We have to know these things. We can't be idiotic all the day of our life. We have to wake up to the real knowledge. So the first initiative of spiritual warfare is flesh. We have to bind up and put the flesh under subjection because they are imperfect of the earth. So we can't make an imperfect and an undeveloped mind train our mind. No. So the first initiative is flesh, my people. We are at number 4. Remember the Sabbath day by keeping it holy. None of us know what is the Sabbath day. None of us know which day is the Sabbath day because the Caucasian come and rearrange and mash up everything. Nobody know which day is the Sabbath day. And it's very foolish to tell people to keep the Sabbath day when, let me tell you what is it. Nobody knows if Saturday is the Sabbath day. Nobody knows if Sunday is the Sabbath day. If you are working 7 days a week or 6 days a week, it's time when everybody take off from work. If the nation or the people that is in the city work on Saturday, is most of them take rest on Saturday. Well, you worship and get on Saturday. The day don't make a difference. The day don't make a difference. We supposed to worship God every day. Look at your children. You get up and love your children them one day. You love your children every day you get up. So the day don't make a difference. If you are working 7 days a week and then Saturday, the body of people come to a rest on Saturday. Worship on Saturday. If it's Sunday, worship on Sunday. The day don't make a difference. So what they are saying, remember we have to work. You're working from Monday straight down to Saturday. You rest on Saturday, worship. You rest on Sunday, you have Sunday free, worship. The day don't make a difference. So don't enslave yourself and pressure yourself to figure out which day is Sabbath. Nobody knows which day is Sabbath. Because, alright, which person or which individual upon the earth know when the earth come into existence? No. Genesis that they put in the Bible, that's not the beginning of the earth. The Bible is yesterday. The Bible is just yesterday. The earth in evaluation from before Genesis, before the Bible, before Jesus, before Moses. No individual know the beginning of the earth or when it's gonna end. We just speak. Nobody have the conclusion, man. Just live and worship God and be free from directives of mankind. Number 5, honor your father and your mother. You see, we don't need this kind of directives. This is not for us. When we were in our mother womb, God articulate the principle and knowledge from in our mother. We born with this thing. We know that we're supposed to love our mother and love our father. Honor with honor. But I said they teach us, they take us and recalibrate our mind and put us on a lower frequency. So we start to think like them. But the knowledge is still within us. So we know this knowledge. We know these knowledge says we are supposed to love our mother and father and honor them. We know these things. We don't need a book. We don't need a book to know certain things because certain things are instilled within us from in the womb. The only way you need these directives is because you are thinking like them. They train us to think like them, so you're gonna need their book. They are giving us directives how to go into heaven when we are already living in heaven. Or you are fighting to go in a place when you're already there. All these things, all these titles that in the Bible, are earthly position. Everything that you see in the Bible are earthly position. That's why God said the word have to fulfill. Where the word gonna fulfill? In heaven? No, the word gonna fulfill where you are. We are in heaven. We cannot be fighting to go into a place that we are already in. The Bible is right to the directives of the Caucasian because they are undeveloped people. But reverse psychology. And through they have us as prisoners of slaves, they start to teach us. Ah boy, we already know. Number 6. You shall not murder. Some said that you shall not kill, but this one said you shall not murder, or thou shall not kill. This kind of directives. They go to Africa and burn the. Remember the Bible tells us the devil go to kill, steal, and destroy. And I said every title in the Bible is earthly possession. So the devil must operate through flesh. Flesh. This title that they call devil must be honored by flesh. So the flesh go in Africa to kill, steal, and destroy. Which nation do that? The Europeans. So they go to kill, steal, and destroy. They take everything. They burn down the village. Burn down the village. Take our ancestors. Put them in holding house. Brutalize them. Rape them. Mock them. Take them across the Atlantic Sea to various places and do the same thing. Brutally. Destroy them, man. I'm telling you, destroy them, kill them, hang them from tree, use us to draw them, set dogs upon them, use water hose, water truck and turn on that high tension hose on them, all kind of things, kill them brutally. But they know that when we come out of slavery, and they take the chains off, because slavery must have to abolish. Physically, they take the chain from our feet, but they put it around our brain. So when they take the chain from our feet, they know that we are gonna develop some sense and we are gonna reflect on the action that they did to us. So they don't want us now to come when we're free and to start murder them and kill them, just like how they did to us. So they put it in a book. They put this directive, thou shalt not kill. When they kill even Jesus Christ upon Calvary and many more religious leaders. Even David said, walking through the valley of death, I fear no evil. The valley was a real place. David was walking through a lot of dead body. Drunkards and dogs was eating dead body. So we must read the Bible in lifetime. When I say read the Bible in lifetime, you must know that these stories are real. David was walking through the valley of the shadow of death. Where he said he's not afraid going through the valley of the shadow of death because there was massive of dead people. The valley of shadow of death is a real place in Africa. So they murder and kill us, but they don't want us to do but the same thing that they do to us. So they put it in a book to remote our mind and train our mind with directives for us to follow. Simple. Nothing else. Number 7. You shall not commit adultery. You shall not commit adultery. Remember, and as I said, I have to collaborate on this. We were born with the principles of God. God articulate the principles from in our mother womb. We were born with these principles that we are not supposed to have sex with our mother, our sister. We are not supposed to have covet our neighbor's wife. We're not supposed to have sex with our neighbor's wife. We were born with this principle in Africa and honor this principle of God. But through they are savagely and they are unstable because they are undeveloped. They are not perfectly made. They are unperfect people. So they have all this. That's why they are daredevils, because they are undeveloped. So they become daredevils. They will jump off a mountain with something tied around their feet. They don't care. They will kill off a nation. They don't care about their life because they're not at the capacity where they are supposed to think clearly. That's why they are learning everything from us, from the gods. They learn how to sing, how to dance, how to run, how to move, because we move with the universe. We are connected with the universe because we were created from the stardust of the universe. We are light beings. So when they said we are created from the dust of the earth, they are wrong. We are created from the stardust. That's why we connected with the universe. The stardust means the light that is within us. That's why we connected with God. We can connect with the universe. When the universe sings, we move because we are stardust. We are made by the stardust, not the earth. No one knows the material that God used to make us, to make water. Who knows the material that God used to make the water, to make the fire, to make the hair that we cannot see? Who knows the material that make the skin? No one. God is the mystery, man. Our daddy is the mystery. Our father is the mystery of everything. That's why the Caucasian, they search the universe, they search everywhere just to gather information where they're from. But everywhere they turn, it's a roadblock. It's a dead end because they come back right to the pyramids of Africa. That's where they all created. Our ancestors were the gods who created them in their own image. We're supposed to know these things. So we are at we just talk about number 7. You shall not commit adultery. Don't commit adultery. And these directives is what they use to protect their wife and daughter from us, from we having sex with their wife and daughter, because they used to rape our ancestors, our sisters and our mothers in the presence of the rest of slaves. You know what kind of shame that bring? That bring a lot of shame to our people. So most of these, our brothers and fathers, they used to put them in the courtyard, sometimes naked, and the slavers see the genitals, that we carry a bigger genitals, and their wife and daughter used to curiously want to have sex with these people. And they will tell lie if they go to influence one of the brother in sexual activity and they don't do it. They tell lie on them. And the slaver, their husband beat and sometimes hang those people, hang our brothers and fathers from trees, kill them, beat them. And some of them honor the request of their wife and daughter and did it. But some of them and their wife and daughter sometimes have baby by the slaves. And these slavers call them bastard. But anything that is mixed is mongrel. Everything that is mixed is mongrel. But they used to call them bastard. We have to know these things, man. We cannot erase our ancestors' memories from our mind and let them instill their directives to lead us and remote us around like fools, idiotically. No, we have to know these things. And I am here to bring the clarity. That's why I'm breaking down the 10 Commandments. I am breaking down the 10 Commandments. We are at number 8. You shall not steal. This one they should never put in the Bible. You shall not steal. They should never put this in the Bible. And as I said, alright, let me show you, say, this they should not put this in the Bible, because in the time that the Bible come out, we were in slavery. Our ancestors was in slavery. Our ancestors did not have any wealth. They did not have any wealth for them to steal from each other. But this is a protective directives again, that they don't want us to steal the wealth that was stolen from our ancestors. So when they go to Africa and burn down the villages and take away the wealth, the diamond, the gold, the silver, the platinum, the oil, the resources, and all the precious stone, and build the world, they build the whole world and the resources and wealth of Africa. So when we see them with the wealth now and they are living large and luxurious, they don't want us to steal back the wealth from them. But they already did it already. So they write these directives to protect their wealth, because our ancestors did not have any wealth for them to steal from each other. They were living under chains and under the white man colonization. So they didn't have any wealth in those times. But they know that we are going to wake up from slavery. And when slavery abolished, they don't want us to steal the wealth. That's why the Bible said what goes around comes around. If you plant an evil seed and that tree grow and start to bear fruit, people are going to eat from it. So when they steal from Africa and build the world, and now they are more than enough, what about the people that you steal from? What about the people that don't have? What about the unfortunate? They're going to find a way how to take back that wealth. So they don't want us, they want us to just keep depending on them, working in their factory, working in their businesses, their corporate businesses. So they write this directive to protect their wealth. They don't want us to find ways how to steal back the wealth. Simple. Nothing to it. Simple. Number 9. You shall not give false testimony against your neighbor. You shall not bear false testimony. This one says you shall not give false testimony against your neighbor. I'm going to break down this one. That means don't tell lie. Don't talk when I go so. And those things. But the real psychology behind this is still they don't want us to do what they do to us, because even in America, a lot of our brothers and sisters are in jail wrongfully. Back in the days in slavery, if a young man look at a white woman and the white woman scream, he gone to jail. He get beat up, put in jail, or they hang him from tree. And I said, the Black Wall Street, look at the Black Wall Street. What sparked that fire? It was false information, false allegation. So they don't want us to speak against them falsely. But a lot of brothers and sisters are in prison. I see on the internet brothers in prison 30 year, 40 year, 50 year for things that they don't do, false allegation against them. And when technology are eligible to make tests of DNA, they free them because they see that it wasn't them and compensate them with a few little dollars. What's that? That's false testimony, false allegation against the man, and have them in prison and jail for things that they don't do. So we have to know these directives, that they are psychologically engineered for us to follow, for the things that they do to us brutally and gruesomely. They don't want us to repay those favors. What we are, number 10. You shall not covet. Covet means bad mind, grudgeful. Don't covet me for the things that I have. But it's the same thing. It's the same directives. This is to protect their wealth again. When you see them with the wealth of our ancestors, don't covet them for it. Don't fight them for it. Don't try to take it from them. Don't covet them for it.